कॅनरा सरस्वत असोसिएशनाचो शतकोत्तर 11 वर्धापन दिन समारंभ. सर्वप्रथम हांव कॅनरा सरस्वत असोसिएशनाचो कार्याध्यक्ष महेश कल्याणपूर माम, मानद सचिव वंदन शिरूर माम आणि माजी उपाध्यक्ष उदय मंकीकर माम हांका वेदिकेचेरी आसनस्थ जावच्याक म्हणून विनंती करता. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री भवानी शंकराय नमः. श्री मात्रे नमः. नमस्कार. कॅनरा सरस्वत असोसिएशनाचे पदाधिकारी, कोंकणी लेखन पुरस्कार विजेते, किडीज कॉर्नर पुरस्कार विजेते, मान्यवर उत्सव मूर्ती आणि समस्त दर्शकांगलो KSAच्या शतकोत्तर 11 वर्धापन दिन म्हळ्यार 111 वर्धापन दिन सभेंतू हांव हेमंत कॉम्ब्रबैल मनपूर्वक सहर्ष स्वागत करता. खंयचोय समारंभाचो आरंभ करतना सभा प्रार्थना करच नेम आसा. हांव आतां स्मिता माविन कुरवेपाचीक सभा प्रारंभ प्रार्थनेने ह्या कार्यक्रमाचो शुभारंभ करूक विनंती करता.
ओम दक्षिणास्य समारंभा शंकराचार्य मध्यमा अस्मदाचार्य पर्यंता स्मर्या गुरु परंपरा. श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शंकरं लोकशंकरं. शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. परिज्ञानाश्रम श्री गुरुशंकर परिज्ञानाश्रम शंकर सद्गुरु केशव वामन कृष्ण पांडुरंग आनंद परिज्ञान गुरु सद्यो जात शंकर सद्गुरु. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति.
धन्यवाद स्मिताबाची. आम्ही सारस्वत देवी सरस्वतीगल उपासक आत्त ध्रुव धारेश्वर सरस्वतीक वंदन करतलो.
या कुंदेन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्ता वृता या वीणा वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवे सदा वन्दिता सामान पातु सरस्वती भगवती सामान पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जड्या पहा. थैंक यू सो मच.
धन्यवाद ध्रुव. कॅनरा सारस्वत असोसिएशन ही चित्रापूर सारस्वतांगली 101 वर्ष दोन कार्यरत आशिल्ली एक प्रतिष्ठित अग्रगण्य संस्था. 16 नोव्हेंबर 1911 26 नोव्हेंबर 1911 ह्या दिसू आमगेल्या तयारा समविचारी म्हालगड्यांनी एकडे येवन आमगेल्या जातीच्या विकासा खातीर जावन सर्वांनी मेळून कार्य करपाच ह्या हेतूने ह्या संस्थेची स्थापन केली. सुमार मटाक तांगेल ध्येय फलद्रूप जाला. गेल्या 101 वर्षांतू KSA ने भानप उद्योजक, युवा वर्ग, क्रीडापटू, कलाकार इत्यादींक तांतांगेल क्षेत्रांतू लक्षणीय योगदान दिवचे खातीर प्रोत्साहन दिल्या, मार्गदर्शन केल्या आणि सन्मान सुद्धा केला. प्रतिवर्ष विविध परीक्षांतू उत्तीर्ण झालेल्या विद्यार्थी विद्यार्थिनींगेलो गुणगौरव जाता. चित्रापूर सारस्वत महिला दिनाक कर्तबगार चित्रापूर सारस्वत महिलांगलो गौरव जाला आणि 26 नोव्हेंबर राक विविध क्षेत्रांतुल्या दिग्गज भानप मान्यवरांगलोय सन्मान जाता. हाच हेतू होची की युवा वर्गाक प्रोत्साहन प्रेरणा मेळकाज आणि मान्यवरांगल प्रती आमगेली कृतज्ञता व्यक्त जावंकाज. ह्या दिसू आमगेल्या कॅनडा सारस्वत मासिका खातीर कोंकणीतू उत्तम लेख कविता बरयलेल्याक लेखन पुरस्काराने आणि विविध वयोगटांतल्या चेडवांक किडीज कॉर्नर ह्या सदरांतू उत्कृष्ट लेख कविता चित्रकला ह्या खातीर पुरस्काराने कौतुक करतात. आता थंय वर्धापना दिन दिसू 141 भानप मान्यवरांगलो आणि 2 संस्थांचो गौरव झाला. तशीची चित्रापूर सारस्वत महिला दिनाक 87 महिलांगलो सत्कार झाला. आयच्या कार्यक्रमाची रूपरेष म्हळ्यार पहिले श्रीमती गंगा एम नाडकर्णी स्मृती कोंकणी लेखन पुरस्काराचे वितरण. मागीर श्रीमती चंद्रा रमेश नाडकर्णी स्मृती किडीज कॉर्नर पुरस्कारांचे वितरण. हाचे नंतर राज्य राष्ट्रीय जावं आंतरराष्ट्रीय स्तरार खेळांत निपुण आशिल्ल्या भानपांक प्रोत्साहन दितलो आणि सन्मान करतलो श्री सुरेश बाब नाडकर्णी स्मृती स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन ऑफ द इयर पुरस्कार समारंभ. आणि ताजे उपरांत विविध क्षेत्रांतू लक्षणीय कार्य केलेल्या दिग्गज भानप मान्यवरांगलो गौरव समारंभ. एकाक हांव प्रत्येक पुरस्काराची पार्श्वभूमी सांगता, मागीर विजेत्यांगल नाव जाहीर करता. त्या विजेत्यांनी पुरस्कारा स्वीकार करपाज म्हणून विनंती. श्री गंगा एम नाडकर्णी स्मृती कोंकणी लेखन पुरस्कार आमगेल्या कॅनडा सारस्वत मासिकांतू इंग्लिशा वटूची कोंकणींतूय लेख कविता प्रकाशित जातात. 2000 सालांतू विविध परीक्षांतू उत्तीर्ण जाल्ल्या विद्यार्थी विद्यार्थिनींगलो गुणगौरव करचो समारंभाक गुलबर्गा विद्यापीठाचो माजी कुलगुरू डॉक्टर M.V. नाडकर्णी मामू मुख्य अतिथी म्हणून उपस्थित आशिल्लो. नाडकर्णी मामू हो कोंकणी भाषा प्रेमी. ताणे KSAक देणगी दिली आणि कॅनडा सारस्वत मासिकांतू कोंकणींतू लेख कविता बरोवच्याक लेखक कवींक प्रोत्साहन दिवंकाज म्हणून ह्या देणगीच्या वाडदिवसांत म्हळ्यार इंट्रस्टांत कोंकणी लेखन पुरस्कार दिवंकाती म्हणून सूचना केली. त्या प्रकार 2003 धोरण ह्या पुरस्काराक प्रारंभ झालो. KSA 3 पुरस्कार दिता. ह्या पुरस्काराक प्रथम द्वितीय तृतीय अशी क्रम ना. 2022 सालाच्या म्हळ्यार नोव्हेंबर 2021 दोन ऑक्टोबर 2022 मासिकांतू जे लेख कविता प्रकाशित जाल्ल्या त्या विजेत्यांगले नाव हांव जाहीर करता. तांणी ह्या पुरस्काराचो स्वीकार करून तांगेले मनोगत व्यक्त कर येद ही विनंती. श्री शर्मदा शतानंद शुक्ल ही गली चल्ली एक झाड कविता नोव्हेंबर 2021 प्रकाशित जाले. हा पुरस्कार दिवच्याक हांव केएसएचो माजी अध्यक्ष माजी उपाध्यक्ष कॅनरा सरस्वत मॅगझिनाचो माजी संपादक आणि संपादकीय समितीचो मस्त वर्ष दोन कार्य केलेलं उदय मंकीरकर मामाक विनंती करता.
नमस्कार. जय शंकर. हांवें केंद्रा सारस्वत संघटनेक मगले हृदयाच्या अंतराळांतानू आभारी जावन आसा. कला म्हळ्यार म्हाका योग्य ठरनू हे पुरस्कार दिल खातीर आणि 2 शब्द आमची गेले हांगल बद्दल. आमगले चित्रापूर सारस्वत समाजांतूल जान आसता ती अति महान. आमगल चित्रापूर सारस्वत समाजांतूल जान आसता ती अति महान. तांणी केन्नाय बैस ना ती स्वस्त. तांणी केन्नाय बैस ना ती स्वस्त. बशील तर की पैशापेक्षा बुद्धी खर्चयत असता ती मस्त. थँक्यू.
श्री सुधीर कोप्पीकर हागली प्रसंगावधान ही काणी जून 2022 प्रकाशित जालेली.
आमगल स्वामीजींगला चरणांक प्रणिपात करून तसेच आराध्य दैवत भवान शंकर आणि सगळ्या आराध्य देवांगल स्मरण करून सर्वप्रथम KSA ह्या संस्थेक 111 वर्षाचे वर्धापन दिनाच्या विक्रमाबद्दल सगळे मूल संस्थापकांक त्या वेळारी समाजांतून मुंबई आयलेल्या आणि येतल लोकांक सांघिक सहाय कोरका हा उदात्त हेतू दवर निस्वार्थ काम केलेल्यांक आजपर्यंतचे सगळ्या कार्यनिर्वाहक मंडळीक आणि आत्त वेदिकेर बशिल्यांक सगळ्यांक मानाच मुजरा आणि साष्टांग प्रणाम. म्हाका आज कोंकणी लेखन पुरस्कार दिले बद्दल प्रस्तुत आडळीत मंडळींतून सगळ्यांक म्हाका नमस्कार. आणि आजीची सकाळी मंगेश भाया सांगत मंगेश नाडकर्णी भाया सांगत उतर जाल्ली म्हळ्यार ताका कॉन्टॅक्ट नंबर म्हाका मेळ्ळो म्हळ्यार थ्रू ऑफ वन ऑफ माय कॉन्टॅक्ट्स. आणि तागल आशिर्वादूय मेळ्ळो ताका उलयला हांव. आणि ताणें मस्तीतलो संस्कृत बुक्स आनी कन्नडांत ट्रान्सलेट करून इंग्लिशांत बरोवन सगळें अशें बहुभाशीक पुस्तक केल्लें ती. सो ताणें म्हाका आजी आशिर्वाद मेळ्ळेलो तशें. ह्याची सभा दालनांतूं कोंकणी ज्ञानेश्वरी बरयलेलो श्रीयुत मधुकर चंदावरकर मामा पुरस्कार जाले वेळार हांवें पयलें तागल परिचय कोंकणी भाशेंत बरयल्लें. आणि तावळी उदय दादाक तें मस्त आवडलें आनी ताणें म्हळ्यार तूं बरोवंक हाजे नंतर. सो तशीच कडेरी कोंकणी भाशेंत तूं शब्दकोश बरयल्ला मंगलूच भाया अरुण उभयकर ताकाय मेळ्ळें. आणि ताजे नंतर नाट्य हातून नाट्य क्षेत्रांतूं रामदास गुलवाडी तोय म्हाका अनेक भाया ताकाय नाटक क्षेत्रांत कार्य केल्ले बद्दल ताकाय हा पुरस्कार मेळ्ळो. आणि म्हगेल भयणी गीता खोपीकर म्हळ्यार छाया उभयकर हिन्ने सतत म्हगेल बापसुगल फुटस्टेप्स सारी सोशल सर्वीस करून मल्लापूर गांवांत राबून थंय 15 वर्स ग्रामपंचायत आणि ताजे पयले 25 वर्स जनता दलाचे सोशल सर्वीस केलेली मी ती. तिकाय हांगा बहुमान मेळ्ळो म्हळ्यार लेडीज हाजे वेळार. सो हे सगळें पळयना फुडें म्हाका लेखलें की हांवें कलेन तरी करता. सो तो हुरूप मेळ्ळा. आजकाल आम्ही थोडो वेळ वीज पुरवठो गेल्यार सुद्दां कळवळता ती. आणि तरी विचार करूया आम्ही की 100 वर्स 111 वर्सांत पयलें म्हळ्यार 1912 वर्सारी. आणि ताजे पयलीं हे मूळ आयडी घेवन तें संस्थापन करूंक 3-4 वर्स पयलीं गेल्लें आसतलें. म्हळ्यार 108 त्या वेळार लोकमान्य बाळ गंगाधर टिळक हांणी स्वदेशी चळवळ चालू केलेली. म्हळ्यार राष्ट्रभक्तीचे उच्च स्तरार आशिल्ली त्या वेळार. तशीच 1914 ते 1919 ह्या वेळार पयलो महायुद्धाचो काळ. म्हळ्यार लोकांक कसलेंय मेळ नाशिल्लें जावंक आशिल्लें अवश्य आशिल्लें. म्हळ्यार तसले परिस्थितीन सुद्दां आमगेल म्हालगड्यांनी हे एक सांघीक हे करका KSA स्थापन करका म्हणून विचार केल्लो. म्हळ्यार तांगेल मन कितलें उदात्त आशिल्लें आनी सहृदय आशिल्लें हें आमकां कळटा. आणि हे सगळें हांवें बरयलेलें मात्र न्ही, गुगल मामाक पळोवन तुमी हिस्ट्री ऑफ मुंबई म्हणून विकिपीडियांत ते आर्टिकल आसा तांत पुरा हे डिटेल्स आसा ती. म्हळ्यार मस्तीतल्यो खबऱ्यो जे आमकां नॉर्मल आत्त गुतना ती ह्या खबऱ्यो पुराय कळटात. असले भयंकर वेळार स्वतागेल कश्ट विसरले. ह्या आमची मूळ संस्कारांतून गुणवत्ता आमकां परत शिकची आवश्यकता आसा. प्रितीने एकत्र येवन हस्त खेळत जीवन व्यतीत करचे मात्र न्ही, वेळ प्रसंग आयल्यार परिवार धर्म संस्कृती समाज खातीर संघटीत जावन राष्ट्रप्रेम हे सगळें शिकचें परत आवश्यकता आसा. आणि विपर्यास म्हळ्यार आमकां भारतीयांक अशिक्षित मूढ म्हणटले गौर साहेब क्रिकेट मैदानार राबून 111 स्कोर जाल्लेलो तावळी तो एक पायार राबता. हें पळोवन आमी हांसका की रडका म्हणून कळना. आमकां 111 हो आंकडो वैष्णव लोकांनी नाम ताळलेल्यावर म्हळ्यार विभूती अशी आडवी ताण घेतल्यार उभी ताण घेतल्यार कशी तशी तें शुभचिन्ह मंगलमय. तरी KSA ह्या संस्थेच्या कार्यकलापांतू विंध्य पर्वतायतली वाडी जावं आणि आचंद्र सूर्यांक चित्रापूर समाजाक सुखी समृद्ध सांघिक जीवनांत अभिरुची वाडोवन सन्मार्गार व्हरची काम हांग सदांय चलता वरो म्हणून स्वामीजी आणि भवान शंकर देवाच्या चरणांतू आम्ही सगळ्यांनी मिळून प्रार्थना करूया. ओम नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव.
श्रीमती रेखा राव हिगली कुळार ही कविता जून 2022 अंतू प्रकाशित जाल्ली.
जयशंकर कॅनरा सरस्वत असोसिएशनाचे पदाधिकारी आणि मगल बंधू भगिनीनो तुमकां सगळ्यांक मगल नमस्कार. आजी म्हाका कोंकणी कवितेच पुरस्कार दितना मस्त खुशी जाता असं की त्या म्हळ्यार KSA संपादक मंडळाने हो पुरस्कार दिवन म्हाका मस्त कोंकणी कविता बरोवची प्रेरणा दिली. आणि मगल खरी लेखनाची सुरवात कॅनरा सरस्वत मासिकांत हांव जाली. 40 वर्सां मागशी हांव कॅनरा सरस्वत मासिकाक मगल आवसुगल हाजेर बरयलेली एक लेख पेटयलेलो. त्या वेळार गुरुनाथ मामाने तो वाचून फोन करून म्हाका म्हळें भोव चांग बरयला आणि अशीच विंगड विशयाचेर बरयता राव म्हणून. तावळ धरून आज थाई हांव बरयतास ते KSA संपादक मंडळ आणि तुमगेल वाचकांगल्या प्रोत्साहनामिती मगल्यो सुमार 500 मराठी कथा जाल्या ती 300 लेख आणि सुमार कविता प्रसिद्ध जाल्या ती जाल्यार 5 पुस्तके आयल्यान ती कोंकणी कवित मात्र हांव मस्त बरयली ती. मगल्या WhatsApp मराठी साहित्य ग्रुपाने कोंकणी कवित बरय म्हूण म्हाका चॅलेंज केले आणि हांवें कुळार ही कवित बरयली. हांव कुळारची कार्नाड. प्रसिद्ध लेखिका हिरा कर्नाड मगेल आवसू. गिरीश कार्नाडू मगेल बाप्पा. मगेल जल्म धारवाड जालो. प्राथमिक शिक्षणय थंयच जालें जाल्यार पप्पाल बदलीची नोकरी मिती आमी महाराष्ट्रांत दायली. दर वर्स मे म्हयन्यांतू आमी धारवाड आंबे फणस खावच्या वताली. मस्त गंमत करताली. पप्पा रिटायर जायना फुडें धारवाड गुड्ड्यारी म्हळ्यार आमगेल 51 सरस्वतपूर घर नंबर थंय सेटल जालो. तानासतना आमी केन्ना वता आसताली जाल्यार 2010 सालांतू तो गेलो आनी आमगेल धारवाडची विजीट बंद जालें. आजी त्या सानपणाची उगडास मना येवन मन एकदम भर वता. आमकां बायलांक कुळार म्हळ्यार तरी भोव प्रिती. केन्नाय उगडास आयल्यार केन्नाय दोळे भरून येता ती. आजी मगल त्यांचे जातस आणि हांव त्या सगळी मगल भावना कुळार ह्या कवितेंतू हांव व्यक्त केल्या ती. ह्या कवितेक पुरस्कार दिवन म्हाका सन्मानित केले खातीर हांव KSA संपादक मंडळ गंगाबाई नाडकर्णी कुटुंबीय आणि तुम्ही सगळे वाचकांगली मस्त मस्त आभारी आस. अशीच प्रेम आणि लोभ दवराती सांगून हांव मगल मनोगत हांगा पूर्ण करता. धन्यवाद.
सर्व पुरस्कार विजेत्यांगले अभिनंदन. तुम्ही अशीची लेखन कोरनु लेखक म्हणून नामरूपी पावका ही सदिच्छा. श्रीमती चंद्रा रमेश नाडकर्णी स्मृती किडीज कॉर्नर पुरस्कार 8 डिसेंबर 2022 हो दिसू म्हळ्यार सदानंद भटकळ मामागली जन्मशताब्दी. सदानंद मामू म्हळ्यार एक बहुआयामी व्यक्तिमत्व. KSAचो माजी अध्यक्ष आणि कॅनरा सारस्वत मासिकाचो माजी संपादक ह्या दोन्ही पदाचेरी कार्य करत असताना त्यांनी अनेक उदयोन्मुख प्रतिभावंतांक संधी मिळवून दिली. चेडवांक लेखन, वाचन, चित्रकला इत्यादींतू रुची निर्माण जावंकाज तांगेल्या प्रतिभेक वाव मेळकाज म्हणून ताणें संपादक असताना कॅनरा सारस्वत मासिकांतू चेडवां खातीर किडीज कॉर्नर हे सदर सुरू केले. मागीर तागल परम मित्र नाडकर्णी रमेश मामू पुणेचो हान्ने आपणा गल्या बायले गल्या स्मृतींतू किडीज कॉर्नर पुरस्कारा खातीर 40,000 रुपयांची देणगी दिली. हो पुरस्कार म्हळ्यार सदानंद मामाक तागल्या मित्रांन दिलेली आदरांजली म्हूण येद. हांव आतां विविध गटांतल्या पुरस्कार विजेत्यांगेली नाव जाहीर करता. तांणी पुरस्काराचो स्वीकार करपाचो अशी विनंती. लेख, निबंध आणि कविता लेखन स्पर्धेची विजेते दोन 2020 सालाचे म्हळ्यार ऑक्टोबर 2019 दोनू सप्टेंबर 2020 ह्या काळांतू प्रकाशित जालेले. पहिल गट म्हळ्यार 9-2-12 वर्ष वयोगट. तांतू प्रथम बक्षीस जिया भल्ला सॉरी हिने 2020 हो निबंध जून 2020 अंतू प्रकाशित झालो. तिगल पुरस्कार घेवच्याक हा तिगल आजी गौरप्रिया कॉपीकर पाचे कापयता.
A very good evening to you all. Congratulations to all the award recipients. Yes, I, Gaurapriya Kopikar, proudly the grandmother of my grandniece, Jia Bhalla, who is residing in London. I would like to convey the message what she has told me this afternoon. When Shobhana rang me up, because Hemant told Jia is related to me, and I think I was very blessed because when Shobhana said Jia is getting a prize, I said, I rung up and told Jia, she said, Priya Nani, please go and take it on my behalf and convey the message. And this is what she has said, that she would like, she's overjoyed and she's extremely honored to be a recipient of this award. She wants to thank each and every person who's instrumental in feeling that she befits her poem and her article, what she had written, is befitting that she gets the award. Special thanks to KSA because they are encouraging the children with these awards. Yes, Jia, this is yours. Congratulations. And we, as a family, are very proud of you and pray to God that you get more and more laurels. Thank you.
द्वितीय बक्षीस तारा बैलूर, सायनाइड ऑफ द सी हो निबंधू तिगलो जून 2020 अंतू प्रकाशित जालेलो. तिगली कोणे तिगल्या काक मागीर 12/2/16 हा वयोगटू पैल पारितोषिक दिशा अमित पंडित हिगलो मम्मा हो निबंधू जानेवारी 2020 अंतू प्रकाशित जालेलो. ती बेंगळूर आसता. तीन म्हाकाची हो पुरस्कार तिगल वतीन घेवचे सांगल्या. आणि द्वितीय बक्षीस सनया होस्कोटे हिगलो शी इज द वर्ल्ड हो लेखू जून 2020 अंतू प्रकाशित जालेलो. तिगल वतीन कोणे ओके 2021 सालाच म्हळ्यार ऑक्टोबर 2020 दोनू सप्टेंबर 2021 ह्या काळांतू प्रकाशित जालेली. 8 वर्ष थंय आशिल्ले चेडवांग तातूं एकच असो इरा मनोज बैंदूर हिने मॅथ्स ही कविता बरयलेली. ती फेब्रुवारी 2021 अंतू प्रकाशित जालेली. आमगेल शोभनपाची हा 9 ते 12 वयोगट. प्रथम बक्षीस द्विशा कलंबी हिगले इज इट मी ही कविता मे 2021 प्रकाशित झालेली. ये निवे द्वितीय बक्षीस अनन्या आदिप शिराली हिगली माय ड्रीम्स ही काणी ऑक्टोबर 2020 प्रकाशित झालेली. दोन 2022 सालाचे म्हळ्यार ऑक्टोबर 2021 दोन सप्टेंबर 2022 ह्या काळात प्रकाशित झालेली 8 वर्ष थंय हांत एक बक्षीस आसा. ईशा करंजे ही गली मॅजिकल रेनबो ही कविता एप्रिल 2022 प्रकाशित झालेली. कोणी असल्यार येऊन बक्षीस घेऊयात. नऊ 2-12 ह्या वयोगटांतू प्रथम बक्षीस तमया संजीव कोप्पीकर ही गली ड्रेस कोड ही कविता मे 2022 प्रकाशित झालेली. Oh, grandniece. Okay.
This was really a surprise. Tamaya is Sanjeev Kopikar's daughter, and she too writes very well as a 10-year-old, and she's 12. But this as a surprise, and I'm sure she would also like to thank everybody for thinking that her poem Dress Code is also befitting for this prize. Thank you.
आणि द्वितीय बक्षीस इरा मनोज बैंदूर तिगल ग्रँडफादर ही कविता पोयम ऑन ग्रँडफादर ही कविता नोव्हेंबर 2021 प्रकाशित झालेली. एक विलक्षण उल्लेखोर काम म्हणून दिसता. या 3 वर्षांतू सगळी पारितोषिक चल्याने पत्करले. आता चित्रकला स्पर्धेचा 2020 सालाचे म्हणजे ऑक्टोबर 2019 दोन सप्टेंबर 2020 ह्या काळांतू प्रकाशित झालेली. 8 वर्ष थंय वयोगट. प्रत्युषा सौकूर ही गलाय बास्केट ऑफ फ्लॉवर्स हे चित्र प्रकाशित झालेलं आहे. कोणी असत द्वितीय बक्षीस अनघा मंकीकर ड्रीम हाऊस ऑफ अनघा है रूपापाची मंकीकर तिका नातील लेखाने घेतल.
अनघा मळरी वगल्या भावागर नात मळरी मगली नात म्हणून आणि अमेरिका शिल्मिती तांकांग येऊन जायने त्यामिती तिगल वती नाही मगल बायलेन ह्या पुरस्काराचो स्वीकार केलो आणि तांगल सगळ्यांक आणि आमगेल वतीने तुमकां सगळ्यांक मस्त धन्यवाद.
आता 8 ते 12 वयोगट. प्रथम बक्षीस गोपाल बैंदूर हागले स्ट्रीम ऑफ गंगा विद्यालक्ष्मी कुलकर्णी पची तगल वतीन घेतली. गोपाल बैंदूर तिगल नातू. सो
नमस्कार. मगल नातू गोपाल बैंदूर तो बेंगळूर असता. तागेला हांवसून म्हाका तागेल लेखाक हे घे म्हणून स्वीकार कर म्हणून विनंती केले. गोपाल बैंदूर चित्रकलांतू अमूल्य पारितोषिक मेळ्ळू ते स्वीकार करूक म्हाका सुवर्ण संधी दिलेले KSA कार्यकरांक सगळ्यांक मनापासून तुमचा मस्त आभारी असा. आणि शोभनाने म्हाका फोन करून सांगेल मी तिथे काय मस्त मस्त उपकार.
द्वितीय पारितोषिक अर्शिया चंद्रगिरी सवान्ना हे चित्र तीन काढलें ती लेखांकडे असलेली. 12-15 वयोगट. प्रथम बक्षीस अदिती उल्लाळ माय ब्लॅक ब्युटी. आणि द्वितीय पारितोषिक पवित्रा नैंपल्ली लॉर्ड बुद्धा. दोन 2021 सालाचे ऑक्टोबर 2020 दोनू सप्टेंबर 2021 ह्या काळांतू प्रकाशित झालेलं चित्र. प्रथम बक्षीस शिवेन गंगोळी गणेशास ब्लेसिंग्स. आणि द्वितीय बक्षीस गौरी कलंबी हिगल फार्म हाऊस. मैं 8 ते 12 वयोगटांतू जितेश अंबेंबळ सेव वॉटर सेव लाईफ. आणि द्वितीय बक्षीस नेत्रा रामनाथन मधुबनी. मेरे 12 ते 15 वयोगटांतू एकच अस प्रथमेश अंबेंबळ ओल्ड ट्रायबल मॅन बेंगळूर. ओके. मागीर 2022 सालाचे ऑक्टोबर 2021 दोनू सप्टेंबर 2022 ह्या काळांतू प्रकाशित झालेलं चित्र. 8 वर्ष तोगू और 8 वर्ष थे. पहिल पारितोषिक प्रथम पारितोषिक अनिशा सेल्वराज स्विंग ह्या तिका लेखाने सुजाता पाची मासुरकर घेतली. द्वितीय बक्षीस अनुष्का स्थळेकर हे गुरुपौर्णिमे स्पर्धे खातीर तिन काडलेलें चित्र. मागीर 8 ते 12 वर्साचे वयोगट. प्रथम बक्षीस गोपाल बैंदूर एरी कासल. आणि दुसरं बक्षीस उमिका हट्टंगडी ब्लू बर्ड येणे. 12 ते 15 वर्साचे वयोगट. प्रथम बक्षीस समीर नैंपळ्ळी महागणपती आणि दुसरं बक्षीस द्वितीय बक्षीस त्विषा कडले ट्वाइलाइट. श्री सुरेश बाब नाडकर्णी स्मृती स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन ऑफ द इयर ह्या पुरस्कारा विशयांतू सांगूक आणि ह्या वर्षाच्या विजेत्याक प्रदान करूक भरत नाडकर्णी मामाक विनंती.
वंदन मामू, महेश मामू, उदय मामू आणि हेमंत मामू आणि हे आम्ही जे अवॉर्ड आम्ही दिता ती मगल बाप्पागल नावारी बाब नाडकर्णी सुरेश नाडकर्णी तुमको तसं तालमोकवाडींतूल वन ऑफ द very good sports person. He was a cricketer as well as a good badminton player. And above all, he was a real sports person. Sports में कशाच का आयडियल एक मनुष्य कशी तंत घडणं तशी ते माइंडसेट आणि म्हणत कायम हासरो मनुष्य सगळ्यांक एक होतं सांग मत जाणांक तालमोक वाडींतू. आणि it was a wonderful learning for all of us from him. Today I am very happy in his name we have selected Yogesh Padukone, and Yogesh is a wonderful coach. He is bringing so many good players also. So this award is this year going to Yogesh. Yeah, Uday ma'am, I think you should be giving it.
Just थोड्या योगेश मामा बद्दल. बॅडमिंटन आणि पडोकोण म्हळकी बहुतेक आमका प्रकाश पडोकोण दोळ्या इतरार दिसता.
In fact, I will take this opportunity. की स्पोर्ट्स आम्ही त्याच पळयत असत की इनडोर स्पोर्ट्स व्हॉट्सअपार सगळे खेळत बसतात ती जाल्यार आउटडोर स्पोर्ट्स ना तीच जाल्यार ती आमची गल मस्त कमी दिसता ती खंयच्याय स्पोर्ट्सान तूं मस्त कमी दिसता जाल्यार स्पोर्ट्स हे मस्त आमकां शिकयता आसता खरें म्हळ्यार आमी इवन पेरंट्सांनी ग्रँड पेरंट्सांनी आतां मस्त आमी एनकरेज करता चेडवांक की आउटडोर स्पोर्ट्स खेळका वचून ग्राउंडार वचकात आनी घार नसका सांजेचे एक म्हणटा स्कूल जायना पडे थोडो होमवर्क जायना पडे तांणी ग्राउंडार वचका कारण स्पोर्ट्स सांगतना आमी इतल्यो गोमटी शिकतात सांजपण आमी मस्त गेम्स खेळलेली असती एक गेम हांव पयलीं सांगता क्रिकेटाच गेम आमी कशी शिकता ती म्हणून क्रिकेट हो गेम तुमकां सगळ्यांक एकूच आसा क्रिकेटान तूं बेस्ट फिल्डर ऑल्सो ड्रॉप्स अ सिम्पलेस्ट ऑफ कॅच दॅट इज वॉट वी हॅव सीन जाल्यार केन्ना तो कॅच ड्रॉप जाता तो प्लेयर डिमोरलायज जाता डू यू नो वॉट वी डू इन स्पोर्ट्स वी क्विकली रन टू हिम आमी ताका पॅट करता ती बॅकअप करता ती एनकरेज करता ती आणि स्लोली डिमोरलायज जालेल्या त्या प्लेयराक आमी नॉर्मल स्टेटांत हाडटात and maybe that helps him to take one brilliant catch or make a brilliant run out. If suppose आमी ताका डिमोरलायज स्टेटांत तूं दवरल्यार जाल्यार तर आनी चड चुको जातल्यो आनी आमी मॅच हरूंक फाव आसा ती ती एक स्पोर्ट्सांत आमी कशें शिकलेत मेरी ट्रिवियलायज अदर्स मिस्टेक हायलायट करूं नाकात दुसऱ्यांगल मिस्टेक्स ट्रिवियलायज करात ते एक आमी स्पोर्ट्सांत शिकतात मस्त ट्रिवियलायज केल्यार टीम एक जाता स्ट्रॉंग जाता दॅट वॉज द वन थिंग वॉट वी लर्न फ्रॉम द स्पोर्ट्स ते आमकां जगान कायम आमच्या लायफान उपयोगा पडटा आमी केन्नाय दुसऱ्यांगल मिस्टेक्स हायलायट करतात ना ट्रिवियलायज करता ताजे मदीं गोमटे रिलेशन्स बरे व्हरतात दॅट इज वन थिंग स्पोर्ट्स कॅन टीच अनदर व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट स्पोर्ट्स and that sports was all of us आमी सगळे जाण सांजपण खेळटाली तो गेम आशिल्ली साखळी आमी सगळे जाण खेळटाली साखळी गेम त्या साखळी गेमान तशी आशिल्ली गेम मजेरी राज्य आसा तेन्ना हांव योगेशाक आउट करता हांव आनी योगेशू मिनय मामा आउट करता अशें करता करताची आमी 7 जण ते चेन जाता साखळींत and then we have to get someone out in that case at what speed we should run. If suppose Yogesh Mam is running very fast, but he cannot run at his speed because the chain will get broken up. Others will be able to run at his speed. Temi the chain antu. Whoever is the slowest, सगळ्यांक तागल स्पीडार धांवका पडटा. जाल्यार सगळे जण ताक एनकरेज करता ती मोटिवेट करता ती आणि तो केन्ना जोर धांवता पळय तो टीम जोर धांवता chain जोर धांवता. So in organization also we should take care of the slowest person. When we encourage him, when we motivate him, the whole team becomes a strong band. आणि त्या मनुष्याक एनकरेज करना पडटा ताकाय दिसता आसता मज मिती टीम स्लो जाता असो आय मस्ट मेक सम एफर्ट आणि तो इम्प्रूव जाता आणि होल टीम स्ट्रॉंग जाता. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स वी ऑलवेज रिक्वायर इन लाईफ. तशेंच आमच्या स्पोर्ट्स सांगतना आमी खेळ खेळणू ह्या गोष्टी शिकतात. आमीच म्हाका ते दिसता की सगळ्यांनी चड आउटडोर स्पोर्ट्स खेळतात मस्त आमी शिकतात तांच्यान. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. ओके
तर बॅडमिंटन आणि पडुकोण म्हण की बहुतेक आमच्या दोळ्या इतरी प्रकाश पडुकोण येता. मग आज ही आयचो स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन ऑफ द इयर विजेते होय पडुकोण आणि हो बॅडमिंटनच खेळटा. योगेश मामाने सेंट झेवियर्स कॉलेजांत न्हू कला क्षेत्रांत पदवी घेतली आणि मागीर JBIMS म्हळ्यार जनरल बजाज इन्स्टिट्यूट ऑफ मॅनेजमेंट स्टडीज ह्या संस्थेंत हांव डिप्लोमा इन मॅनेजमेंट स्टडीज पूर्ण केले. 19 वर्सां आसतना धर न्हू तो सेंट्रल रेल्वेंतू कार्यरत आस ताणे रेल्वेज आणि सेंट्रल रेल्वेचे राज्य आणि राष्ट्रीय स्तरारी प्रतिनिधित्व केल्या. 1989 हातून ताणे कर्नाटक राज्याच्या कनिष्ठ संघाचे म्हणजे ज्युनियर टीम प्रतिनिधित्व राष्ट्रीय स्पर्धेत केले. 1991 हातून ताणे बॅडमिंटन असोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया अँड स्पोर्ट्स ऑथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया तांगेल्या शिबिरांतू प्रशिक्षण घेतले. त्या शिबिरांतू आंतरराष्ट्रीय स्तराचे पी गोपीचंद, दीपंकर भट्टाचार्य आणि प्रवीण कुमार हिमाय आशिल्ली. 1992-93 सालांतू ताणे भारतांतल्या संघटित विद्यापीठाचे म्हणजे कंबायंड युनिव्हर्सिटी प्रतिनिधित्व केले. त्याच वर्स हॅच स्पर्धेतर्फे आंतरसंस्थानीय अजिंक्य स्पर्धेतू उपविजेते पद मिळेले. आता बॅडमिंटनाचे प्रशिक्षण करता. ताणे प्रशिक्षित केलेले मस्त जण नावरूपी पावल्यांती. अभिनंदन योगेश माम आणि भरत माम, धन्यवाद तुका. आणि योगेश माम तुका बॅडमिंटन प्रशिक्षणांतू उत्तरोत्तर यश मेळो ही सदिच्छा.
Respected committee members and everyone present here, I'm very honored to get this Suresh Nadkarni Sports Award. It's I'm very humbled and touched, and I would like to mention that this award actually does not belong to me. It belongs to my family. It's because of the sacrifices of my family, my father, mother, brother, and everyone. You know, my father, when he initially in 50s came here, he was staying at Wadi only. And so he must be very happy that I won an award here. And he was good in sports also that time. And he was the one who trained us when we were 10 years old, me and my brother. And the efforts of all the hard work, I could achieve all this. And then my late mother, she was the one, unfortunately, she passed away when we were 18, 19. But she was the one motivated us, and she gave us the opportunities, and she ensured that we succeed. And then Sheila ji, then she came into our life after my mother passed away, thanks to her. And my wife and my son, whom I'm training now to become a champion. So sports has given me a lot of things, and he's taught me discipline, hard work, and I feel all kids should engage in sports. I mean, they'll learn to deal with success, failure early in life, and that is very essential. I think it's I think that is what even my idol Prakash Padukone, he always mentions, and he has been the great inspiration for us to get into the sport. And I would like to mention about my brother. He's running a successful academy, Jitesh Padukone Academy, and most of the students are his students actually, like Ajay Jairam and Naisha. Naisha is a very potential player, and you are likely to hear her name, Naisha Batoye. She is the next Saina Nehwal. in a few years, I'm sure she'll be on top in India. So he's doing a great job, and he's producing a lot of students, and I'm also helping him out. And so that's all. I want to thank once again for this award. Thank you.
जितेश मामू यांग आयला म्हण Yeah. जितेश मामू योगेश मामाल भाव आता तन मेन्शन केलेलं the academy.
Myself, Jitesh Padukun, respected dignitaries on dais. I've been coaching since last almost 25 years, almost 2 decades. I started coaching at a very young age, at the age of 27. I played for Mumbai, I played for Maharashtra juniors, and then probably I could not make it to the higher level in seniors. So I took up coaching. Currently, I have 3 centers in Mumbai. One is at King Circle, that is at Sion. The name of the club is North Indian Association, where I have almost 150 kids training under me. Then I'm also training at MIG Cricket Club, that is at Bandra. And also a new club which is coming at BKC, it's called the Bay Club. It's a Reliance. So I'll be starting, this is a new venture, I'll be starting coaching there again. I'll be coaching there also. That's all. Thank you.
दिग्गज चित्रापूर सारस्वत मान्यवरांगलो सन्मान आमगेल समाज लोकसंख्ये दृष्टीने सान आशिल तरीके आमगेल लोकांनी विविध क्षेत्रांतू भव्य कार्य करून समाजाक एक महान दर्जा मिळवून दिल्या. KSA ने फुडदोन हाची दखल घेऊन ह्या मान्यवरांगलो सन्मान केला. हांतू एक सातत्य हाडचे खातीर शताब्दीचे औचित्य लक्षांत घेऊन 2003 धोरण प्रति वर्ष वर्धापन दिनाक मान्यवरांगल सत्कार करूक सुरू केले आणि 2021 थाई 143 मान्यवरांगलो सन्मान केला. हांतू दोन्ही संस्था सती. आजी 3 मान्यवरांगलो आणि एक संस्थेचो सन्मान जावचो आसा. हांव तांगेली नाव सांगून तांगेल्या कार्याचो परिचय करून दिता. परिचय करून दिना फुडें मान्यवरांनी महेश मामागल हस्ते पुरस्काराचो स्वीकार करून आमकां उपकृत करपाचो ही सविनय प्रार्थना आणि सन्मान जायना फुडें आपणागले मनोगत व्यक्त करपाच ही नम्र विनंती. आमगेल पयलं मान्यवर म्हळ्यार एक संस्था कोंकणी चॅरिटेबल फंड 2008 सालांतू सॅन फ्रान्सिस्कोंतू संमेलन जायना फुडें थंयच्या खाडी क्षेत्रांतू ह्या संस्थेचो निर्माण जालो, स्थापन जाली. ह्या संस्थेत स्थापन जाली. संमेलना उपरांत आयोजका लागीं $60,000 अमेरिकन डॉलर्स हाची निधी उपलब्ध जाली आणि नॉर्थ अमेरिकन कोंकणी असोसिएशनाच्या संचालक मंडळाने कोंकणी धर्मदाय संस्था स्थापन करचो निर्णय घेतलो आणि कोंकणी धर्मदाय निधीची निर्मिती जाली. KCF त्यांनी आयोजित केलेल्या कार्यक्रमांतून तांगेल्या कार्याचो विस्तार करचो प्रयत्न करता आणि उपलब्ध निधीन थावन हिंदुस्थानांतल्या कोंकणी समाजाक आर्थिक मदत करता. अनाथ आश्रम आणि वृद्धाश्रमांक आर्थिक मदत करची, गरजू विद्यार्थ्यांक शिक्षणा खातीर शिष्यवृत्ती दिवची, गरजू कोंकणी बांधवां खातीर स्वास्थ्य शिबिरांचे आयोजन करचे, अन्न पुरवठा करचो, हे KCFचे एक महत्वपूर्ण कार्य जावन आसा. त्यानंतर विकलांग युवकांक नोकरी खातीर प्रशिक्षित करतल्या हिंदुस्थानांतल्या धर्मदायी संस्थांकय KCF आर्थिक सहाय करता. अर्थातूची KCFने महिला शिक्षण, महिला स्वास्थ्य, महिला सक्षमीकरण, महिला सन्मान हक्क हाच खातीर कार्य करतल्या, तशीची महिलांनी सुरू केलेल्या आणि महिला व्यवस्थापनांतू आशिल्ल्या धर्मदायी संस्थाक सहाय करूक सुरू केल्या. शारीरिक आणि मनोविकलांग चेडवांगल्या शिक्षणाची तशीची स्वास्थ्याची काळजी घेतल्या धर्मदायी संस्थाकय KCFने सदैव मदत केल्या. पोरू COVID-19च्या प्रतिकारा खातीर निधी, वखद, ऑक्सिजन कॉन्सन्ट्रेटर्स, PPE वारी उपकरण KCFने हिंदुस्थानांतू पेटयलेली. KCF अमेरिकेंतू निधी वट्टू करून हिंदुस्थानांतल्या मुंबई, मंगळूर, बेंगळूर, कोच्ची, चेन्नई आणि कर्नाटकांतल्या इतर ग्रामीण क्षेत्रांतल्या 30 विविध धर्मदायी संस्थांक हो निधी पेटयता. पोरू तांणी हिंदुस्थानांतल्या धर्मदायी संस्था खातीर $5 लाख अमेरिकन डॉलर्स इतलो निधी वट्टू केलेलो. सुमार वर्ष दोनू KCF KSAक मदत करतस. KSAच्या 110व्या वर्साच्या अप्रतिम कार्यक्रमामिती KCF आनंदी आस आणि KSA KCF हांच्यांतलो स्नेहबंद अधिक दृढ जातलो हाची तांकां आणि KSAक खात्री आसा. KCFच्या कार्यांतू इतर धर्मदायी संस्थांच्या कार्याच्या तुलनेंतू एक विंगड वैशिष्ट्य आसा आणि ताची समर्पक कारणय आसा ती. गरजू कोंकणी लोकां खातीर आणि संस्थां खातीर KCF मानवतेचे कार्य अत्यंत निष्ठेने आणि समर्पित भावनेन करता. ज्या संस्थांक KCF सहाय करता त्या संस्था हो निधी घेवच्याक अधिकृत आसत वे तांचे लागी ATG प्रमाणपत्र आणि फेरा प्रमाणपत्र आसवे हे KCF सुनिश्चित करता. KCF ही अमेरिकेंतली 5013C प्रमाणित धर्मदाय संस्था. म्हळ्यार ह्या संस्थेक देणगी दिल्यारी अमेरिकेंतल्या आयकर नियमांतर्गत आयकरांतू सवलत मेळटा. अमेरिकेंतल्या नागरिकांक खातीर विशिष्ट धर्मदाय संस्थेक मार्फत देणगी दिवचे असल्यारी ते कार्य KCF करता. अर्थात ती संस्था KCFच्या स्वीकृत यादींत आसकाज. हाज मिती देणगी दितलो निधी स्वयं खंय खर्च जाला हाजेरी देणगीदारागले नियंत्रण असतं. KCFचे व्यवस्थापन पूर्णतः स्वयंसेवक पळयतात. KCFन केलेल्या खर्चाची प्रतिपूर्ती संचालक मंडळ करता. हाजो परिणाम म्हळ्यार अमेरिकेंतल्या देणगीदारांगले 100% देणगी धर्मदाय संस्थेक वता. हे अमेरिकेंतू अगदी असामान्य आणि दुर्मिळ जावन आसा. अमेरिकेंतल्या प्रसिद्ध आणि व्हड धर्मदाय संस्था तांगेल्या उत्पन्नांतले 15% उत्पन्न व्यवस्थापकीय खर्चा खातीर म्हणून दवरतात. प्रतिवर्ष KCFच्या यादींतू धर्मदाय संस्थांची वृद्धी जात आसा. आजिक हिंदुस्थानांतल्या 30 धर्मदाय संस्थांक KCF निधी दिता. अमेरिकेंतू मस्त कंपन्यो कर्मचाऱ्यांगल देणग्यो आणि धर्मदाय संस्था हाजी जुळणी करतात. म्हळ्यार डॉलर्सांन मेळ घालतात. जाल्यार ऍपल वारी संस्था कर्मचाऱ्यांगेल्या देणगीचे दुप्पट दितात. त्यामुळे ती विविध कार्यांक प्रोत्साहन दिवच्याक जाता. त्यामुळे ती अमेरिका हे निधी देणगी दितले अग्रगण्य राष्ट्रांपैकी एक जावन आसा. अमेरिकेंतू देणगी दिवचो एक उत्तम मार्ग म्हळ्यार Amazonचेर खरेदी करची. Amazon ही एकमेव संस्था आसा की तांणी स्माइल Amazon म्हणून एक विभाग सुरू केला. एक पंता तांच लागी नाव नोंदणी करना फुडें खंयचे धर्मदाय संस्थेक देणगी वचकाज हें कळयल्यार प्रतिपंता तुम्ही $100 खरेदी केल्यार Amazon त्या संस्थेक 50 सेंट्स दिता. अगदी नाविन्यपूर्ण कल्पना. अत्यंत महत्वाचे म्हळ्यार जीवनांतू आमच लागी कितले आस हाज पशी आमी कितले दिता ती हाक चड महत्व आसा. त्यामुळे ती दिल्ल्यारीची मेळटा हांतू KCFक दृढ विश्वास आसा. भविष्यांतू KCF KSAक सातत्यान मदत करतले हाची तांकां खात्री आसा. आमगेल कोंकणी समाजू तांगेल्या कठीण परिश्रमाने, कौशल्याने, हुशारीने आणि औदार्याने दिसेन दीस समृद्ध जातस तेमिती KCFाक चड निधी पेटोवचे साध्य जातले. आता हांव KCFाचे प्रतिनिधी डॉक्टर गोपाळ भांडारकर मामाक वर्च्युअली हो पुरस्कार स्वीकार करूक विनंती करता. KCFाच्या महान कार्याक आमगेली मानवंदना. KSA आणि KCFाचो स्नेहबंध अधिक दृढ जावती ही सदिच्छा आणि KCFाच्या विशयांतू अगदी तपशीलवार माहिती दिले खातीर डॉक्टर गोपाळ भांडारकर मामाक धन्यवाद.
Thank you.
आमगेल देश सुरक्षित दवरतल सैन्य गोपाळ भांडारकर मामाक तागेल मनोगत व्यक्त करू विनंती.
Namaskaro. Greetings from Konkani Charitable Fund to Canara Saraswat Association. We have connections for over 10 years. As you know, Konkani Charitable Fund collects funds in USA and sends it to India and helping the charities in India. We support about 30 charities. Charity in India must have ATG and FCRA certificate to receive the donations. Donors can direct their funds to their favorite charity in India. I'm so impressed by the fact that Canara Saraswat Association has 5,000 members all over the world. If that is the case, I'm sure there must be 2,000 to 3,000 members in USA. So to increase your donation from USA, you must tell your members to donate it to Konkani Charitable Fund and tell them to direct the donation to Canara Saraswat Association. Remember, ours is the only charity which gives 100% of your donation to you. Whatever you give in USA is transferred to you. We absorb all the management fees and other things, other expenses which come along. Now, during this celebration of your 111 years, I would like to announce that we are going to give you a $3,000 donation, which is almost like 2.5 lakhs. So from Konkani Charitable Fund, we send you good wishes and good luck and hope this bond gets better and better each year. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you, Gopal ma'am.
धन्यवाद गोपाळ माम.
Okay, thank you.
आमगेल देश सुरक्षित दवरतल सैन्य सदा तत्पर असं म्हणून आम्ही निश्चिंत निदोंच्या शकता ती आजी त्याची सैन्यांतून एक भानप ग्रुप कॅप्टन जितेंद्र दिनकर मासोरकर आमगेल्या मान्यवरांतू समाविष्ट अस. ग्रुप कॅप्टन जितेंद्र मासोरकर मामो जून 1998 भारतीय वायुसेनेच्या लढाव्या विभागांतू म्हळ्यार फायटर स्ट्रीम उड्डाण पथकांतू कार्यान्वित जालो. MiG-29 आणि MiG-21 ह्या लढाऊ विमानाचे 30,000 तासापशी चढ उड्डाण करून जितेंद्र मामाने एक समृद्ध अनुभव प्राप्त केला. अग्रस्थानार आसतल्या लढाव्या गटाचे म्हळ्यार फ्रंटलाइन फायटर स्क्वॉड्रन ताणे आधिपत्य केल्या. जितेंद्र मामो हो कॅटेगरी ए पात्र उड्डाण प्रशिक्षक म्हळ्यार फ्लाइंग इन्स्ट्रक्टर जावन आस आणि तेमिती सैनिकी विद्यार्थ्यांक तशीची भावी प्रशिक्षित करू करतना ताणे 1000 तासापशी चढ अवधींचे प्रशिक्षण हेतू उड्डाण केल्या. जितेंद्र मामू नॅशनल डिफेन्स अकॅडमी डिफेन्स सर्व्हिसेस कॉलेजाचो माजी विद्यार्थी. त्यानंतर ताणे सेस्को TNI इंडोनेशिया हांतवनू उच्च आधिपत्याचो म्हळ्यार हायर कमांड अभ्यासक्रम पूर्ण केला. जितेंद्र मामू वायुसेना पदकाचो म्हळ्यार वायुसेना मेडल मानकरी सुद्धा जावन आसा. हे पदक ताका माननीय राष्ट्रपतीने तागेल्या कर्तव्य निष्ठे बद्दल म्हळ्यार डिवोशन टू ड्युटी प्रदान केले. जितेंद्र मामू वायुसेनेचो परीक्षक जावन आसा आणि सध्या सिनियर एअर स्टाफ ऑफिसर ॲट हेडक्वार्टर्स मॅरिटाईम एअर ऑपरेशन्स मुंबई म्हणून तागेली नियुक्ती जाल्या. आता जितेंद्र मामाक पुरस्कार स्वीकार करची विनंती.
Respected committee members, ladies and gentlemen, तुम सगळ्यांक मगल तर्फेने नमस्कार. I would like to thank the KSA from the bottom of my heart actually for giving this opportunity for me to come here, for inviting me and for honoring me. I am really very happy, and I think this will be the मगल टेन्युअर हांव मुंबय आयला तें एक मस्त एक हॉड आसा बिकॉज नॉर्मली होम पोस्टिंग मेळचें म्हळ्यार मस्त डिफिकल्ट आसता म्हाका तें मेळ्ळें दॅट वॉज अ बिग थिंग आनी हांव हांग येवन KSAन म्हाका कशी ऑनर केलें तरी दॅट इज अ हायलायट ऑफ माय टेन्युअर ओवर हियर सो थँक यू व्हेरी मच I would just like to speak one or two things about Amchigale in the services. Magalat Air Force anto 25 years alati and NDH training male nu armed forces antum about 29 to 30 years, 29 years. In this period, how I have not had the opportunity, only once I have had the opportunity to work under an Amchigalo, that was Air Commodore Katre, when I just joined Adampur, Air Commodore Katre. His father was also in the army, retired from the army. And Tanantara, I did not work with any of Amchigale, but I have had the opportunity to interact with them. And I have, in fact, juniors also. And I would just like to bring out certain traits which I have noticed. We are few of us in the broad spectrum of people who are there in the armed forces. But what I have noticed is that one, Amchigal Sati, they're always the first to volunteer for any task. Any task which is there, we are always the first to volunteer, and they are in the front of all activities. Second thing, they are always sincere, they are honest, and they are devoted to their duty. And third and most important is that they are generally they are always upright. Upright means they will always call a spade a spade. my God olonu lokank khush kornu वैरोच ते आमक जायना ते. Okay, so you can call that a liability also, but that is the way that we are. And despite of this, we have a very, very rich heritage of Amchigale who have served selflessly in the defense forces right from the World War. And I am very, very proud to be a part of this this community. In fact, just about a month ago, I had come here on the same stage and I had got the opportunity to interact with Colonel Karpe, who was talking so passionately about his times in the 71 war. In fact, my Mahantu also is a 71 war veteran, and his daughter Snehal is here with her husband. And we still remember as children, when he used to talk about those days, and actually goosebumps at that. So I would just like to end by yes. Before I think whatever little I've done, I would just like to bring out thank you for honoring me. But I've just done my duty, and whatever little I've done, it is because of my parents, because of the support and love of my parents, my late father Dinkar Masurkar, my mother who couldn't make it today, she's in Pune, my brother Raghunath Masurkar, my Mantu, Colonel Anant Masurkar, my cousin sister over here and her husband who have always been following me wherever I am, and they've come and visited us, even including today, and I thank you so much for it. And last but not the least, my lovely wife Pooja and my two children. It is only because of her, because of the times she has managed the house when I have not been there. She has been the pillar, and only because of that, I'm actually all soldiers amka hai asta ki ami amgal duty karu shakta thi because of the strong support at home. And I would like to just end by quoting a few lines of a poem which Sanpanantham ami study kelel the poem, but somehow it stuck, and it just struck to me ki this poem it very beautifully epitomizes the way Amchigale ami kashi asati amgal community kashi asati. Unfortunately, I should have utilized the expertise of Gopikar ma'am for translating it, but I only, yes, I would like to recite it in English. This is a poem called, I'll just say a few words of this poem. This poem is called The Psalm of Life, written by H.W. Longfellow. So you can imagine it in the context of how our community or how our people are. So It says, "Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem." Because life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. "Dust thou art, to dust returnest," was not spoken of the soul. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way, but to act that each tomorrow finds us further than today. In the broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. Trust no future, however pleasant. Let the dead past bury its dead. Act in the living present, heart within and God overhead. Lives of great men all remind us we can make our life sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing over life's solemn main, a fallen and shipwrecked brother, seeing shall take heart again. Let us then be up and going with a heart for any fate, still pursuing, still achieving, learn to labor and to wait. Thank you very much for inviting me, ma'am. And now I'll finish. Thank you.
जितेंद्र माम तुगल कार्याक आमगेलो मानाचा मुजरा आणि तुगल्या भावी कार्याक सदिच्छा. श्री विठ्ठल चंद्रशेखर नाडकर्णी. श्री चंद्रशेखर अनंत नाडकर्णी मामू आणि श्रीमती शशिकला चंद्रशेखर नाडकर्णी पाची हांगेलो सुपुत्र म्हणून 1949 सालांतू विठ्ठल मामागलो मुंबईंतू जन्म जाला. विठ्ठल मामागल्या दोन्ही दिकाचे कुटुंबीय अत्यंत प्रतिभा संपन्न आशिल्ली आणि हीच प्रतिभा विठ्ठल मामाक मेळ्ळ्या. विठ्ठल मामागल्या कुटुंबियांगले कला, संगीत, विधी म्हळ्यार लॉ, लेखन, प्रकाशन ह्या सर्व क्षेत्रांतू लक्षणीय योगदान आसा आणि म्हणूची ह्या सगळ्या क्षेत्रांतू विठ्ठल मामाने यश संपादन केल्या. विठ्ठल मामागल्या शिक्षणा विशयांतू सांगचे जाल्यार एकाक तो ग्रँट रोडच्या रॉबर्ट मनी हायस्कूल ह्या प्रतिष्ठित मराठी माध्यम विद्यालयांतू शिकलो. मागीर विठ्ठल मामागल्या कुटुंबाने मुलुंड स्थलांतर केले आणि विठ्ठल मामाने ठाणेच्या सेंट जॉन बॅप्टिस्ट हायस्कूल ह्या इंग्लिश माध्यम विद्यालयांतून तागेले शालेय शिक्षण पूर्ण केले. तागेल्या शालेय अभ्यासांतुल्या हुशारी मिती आणि अभ्यास ह्या व्यतिरिक्त इतर क्षेत्रांतुल्या योगदाना खातीर ताका विद्यालयाच्या गोल्डन स्कोरल ऑफ ऑनर हांतू शाश्वत स्थान मेळ्ळे. विठ्ठल मामागेले महाविद्यालयीन शिक्षण घाटकोपरच्या राम निरंजन झुंझुनवाला महाविद्यालयांतून जाल्ले. वनस्पती शास्त्र म्हळ्यार बॉटनी आणि रसायन शास्त्र म्हळ्यार केमिस्ट्री हे विषय घेवन पदवी परीक्षेंतू ताणे प्रथम स्थान मेळयले. पदवीधर जायना फुडें विठ्ठल मामाने थोडे काळ स्टेट बँक ऑफ इंडिया हांतू नोकरी केली आणि त्याच वेळेरी LLB कोर्स खातीर सांजेच्या महाविद्यालयांतू प्रवेश घेतलो. थंय विठ्ठल मामाने प्रथम स्थान प्राप्त केले. तागेले वर्गांतू विमला लाला ही एक हुशार विद्यार्थिनी आशिल्ली. तिगल्या सहचार्या मिती, तिगल्या प्रेरणे मिती हे साध्य जाल्ले अशी विठ्ठल मामागली धारण आसा. हीच विमला लाला मुखारी विमला विठ्ठल नाडकर्णी जाल्ली. दुर्दैवाने आता ती आमच्यांत ना. वक्तृत्व कौशल्य मिती विठ्ठल मामाक KC लॉ महाविद्यालयांतू वटमल ट्रॉफी मेळ्ळली आणि तागेल्या बायलेने ताका व्यवसायांतू बदल करची सूचना केली. इलस्ट्रेटेड वीकली खातीर श्री खुशवंत सिंग हांच वटू कार्यकारी म्हणून प्रेरित केले आणि तशीच जाले. विठ्ठल मामाने बँकेची नोकरी सोडून प्रशिक्षणार्थी पत्रकार पदा खातीर टाइम्स ऑफ इंडियांतू अर्जी केली आणि ताका हें पद मेळ्ळें. तागेल्या अंतिम मुलाखती दिवस त्याच समयाचेरी एका आंतरराष्ट्रीय NGOने LLB परीक्षेंतू मुंबई विद्यापीठांतू सर्वप्रथम आईल खातीर विठ्ठल मामा गेल्या सत्कारा समारंभ मुंबई विद्यापीठाच्या दीक्षांत समारंभ दालांतू आयोजन केलेले. तेमिती ताणे आपणागल नोकरीच अंतिम मुलाखत एकाक घेवचो म्हणून विनंती केली. कारण कळना पुढे तांकां अत्यानंद जालो. तांणी तागेली विनंती मान्य केली आणि तागेलो भावी कर्मचारी म्हणून सुनिश्चित केले. टाइम्स ऑफ इंडियाच्या प्रशिक्षकाक विठ्ठल मामा गेल्या कार्याचेरी आणि कर्तव्याचेरी प्रचंड विश्वास आशिल्लो म्हणून ताणें उपसंपादक पदा खातीर विठ्ठल मामा गेले नावाची शिफारस केली आणि ताका तें मेळ्ळें सुद्दां. मात्र ताका श्री खुशवंत सिंग तागेल मार्गदर्शनांतू कार्य करची इच्छा आशिल्ली मिती उपसंपादक पदा खातीर विठ्ठल मामाने विनयपूर्वक नकार दिलो आणि पत्रकार म्हणून विठ्ठल मामागली कारकीर्द बहराक आयली. विठ्ठल मामाने लेखन, संकलन, काणयांचे संकलन इत्यादी सर्व काम केले. फेमिना मासिकांतू दीपावली अंका खातीर सुद्दां ताणें कार्य केले. महिलांगल्या मासिका खातीर कार्य करतलो पयलो दाल म्हळ्यार विठ्ठल मामू. मागीर विठ्ठल मामाक टाइम्स ऑफ इंडियाच्या अध्यक्षाने तांगेल्या विज्ञान विशयांतुल्या सायन्स टुडे ह्या अग्रगण्य मासिका खातीर कार्य करची संधी दिली. हे मासिक आशिल्ली ती विठ्ठल मामाक सॅटर्डे टाइम्स आणि ट्रॅव्हल टाइम्स हाच खातीरय कार्य करची संधी मेळ्ळी. मुखारी टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया बेनेट कोलमनाने घ्याना फुडें विठ्ठल मामाने ह्या नवीन वर्तमानपत्राच्या कला आणि विज्ञान शाखे खातीर कार्य केले. त्याच वेळेरी टाइम्स ऑफ इंडियाच्या संपादक दिलीप पाडगांवकर हान्ने विठ्ठल मामाक ताजवटू वरिष्ठ सहाय्यक संपादक म्हणून करतकी म्हणून पृच केली आणि विठ्ठल मामाने ह्या पदात स्वीकार केला. एकाक ताणे विज्ञान आणि तंत्रज्ञान ह्या विषया खातीर कार्य केले. मागिरी स्पीकिंग ट्री ह्या सदरा खातीर हे सदर म्हळ्यार विज्ञान आणि अध्यात्म हांतुलो दुवो. विठ्ठल मामाने पुरस्कार प्राप्त न्यूजपेपर्स इन एज्युकेशन आणि टाइम्स फाउंडेशन हाजे खातीर एक अध्यक्षा श्रीमती इंदू जैन हिगल्या मार्गदर्शनांतू आणि नेतृत्वांतू कार्य केल्या. मुखारी तिगल्याच निर्देशा प्रकार विठ्ठल मामाने द इकॉनॉमिक टाइम्स हांतू तो रुजू जालो आणि तांगेल्या स्पिरिच्युअल एथिस्ट आणि कॉस्मिक अपलिंक ह्या संपादकीय स्तंभा खातीर संपादकागले कार्य केले. विठ्ठल मामागल्या कारकिर्दींतलो अत्यंत समाधानाचो क्षण म्हळ्यार संडे टाइम्सांतू प्रकाशित जाल्लो एक रिपोर्ट SSC बोर्ड महाराष्ट्राच्या SSCच्या इंग्लिश विषयाच्या क्रमिक पुस्तकांतू आशिल्लो. विठ्ठल मामागल्या पुस्तकां विशयांतू आणि प्रकाशना विशयांतू सांगचे म्हळ्यार तान्ने कॉस्मिक लिंक ह्या सदरा खातीर बरयल्या लेखांचो संग्रह टाइम्स बुक तांणी प्रकाशित केला. तान्ने द संडे टाइम्स ऑफ इंडियाच्या सायन्स कॉलमा खातीर बरयल्या लेखांचो संग्रह विले ईस्टर्न आणि काउन्सिल फॉर सायंटिफिक अँड इंडस्ट्रियल रिसर्च हांनी द सर्पंट विदिन ह्या नावाने प्रकाशित केला. बेनेवलंट नर्मदा ह्या विठ्ठल मामागल्या कॉफी टेबल पुस्तकाची प्रथम प्रत तान्ने सन्माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदीजींक दिल्या. नमामि देवी नर्मदा ह्या पुस्तकाच्या द्वितीय आवृत्तीचे प्रकाशन खारीघाटीचेरी श्री अमितजी शाह, मध्य प्रदेशाचो मुख्यमंत्री श्री शिवराज सिंग आणि श्री पियुष गोयल हांगेल्या शुभ हस्ते जाल्ले. डिसेंबर 2021 डिकन्स्ट्रक्टिंग कुंभ मेळा अ पब्लिक हेल्थ पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह हे पुस्तक प्रकाशित झाले. प्रथम प्रकाशन युनिसेफाच्या दिल्ली स्थित कार्यालयांतून झाले आणि द्वितीय प्रकाशन समारंभ मुंबईतल्या छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज वास्तू संग्रहालय म्हळ्यार फुडें ताका प्रिन्स ऑफ वेल्स म्युझियम म्हणटाली हांतू जाल्लो. विठ्ठल माम सध्या तागेल्या आयकॉन्स ऑफ पीस पंचायतन्स इन रिच्युअल आर्ट अँड वर्शिप ह्या पुस्तकाचेरी काम करतस. विठ्ठल मामा गेली मल्टीमीडिया सादरीकरण लीव्स फ्रॉम अ लोटस आल्बम, कल्चर्स ऑफ कॉन्फ्लुएन्स, रोजरीज ऑफ रेनड्रॉप्स, मॅजिक ऑफ एव्हरीडे फूड्स, TEDx talks, lecture on Satchit Anand, pilgrimage and parikrama, आणि बुद्धास बाउल. विठ्ठल मामाने आकाशवाणी आणि दूरदर्शना खातीरय कार्य केले. युववाणी, सायन्स कॉल आणि कोंकणी कार्यक्रमांत. दूरदर्शनाचेरी ब्लॅक अँड व्हाईट काळांतू अदी मर्जवान हागले व्हॉट्स द गुड वर्ड हो कार्यक्रम जातालो. तांतू विठ्ठल मामू अनबीटेबल चॅम्पियन आशिल्लो. विठ्ठल मामू अनेक पुरस्कारांनी सन्मानित झाला. The Alfred Friendly Press Fellowship, named after the legendary editor of the Washington Post. Fellow of the London-based institution 21st Century Trust. Fellow of the Salzburg Foundation. Vice President of the Asiatic Society of Mumbai. एशियाटिक सोसायटी ऑफ मुंबईची स्थापना 1804 साली झालेलो. हाजे नंतर लाईफ मेंबर ऑफ द बॉम्बे नॅचरल हिस्ट्री सोसायटी. खंय ताका he's got several awards for his natural history drawings and landscapes. His journals are retained by the Bombay University after his BSc exams for his illustrations in the manner of Victorian painters of the 19th century. विठ्ठल मामू भारतीय शास्त्रीय संगीत आणि लोकसंगीत जपका म्हणून मस्त कार्य करतस. विठ्ठल मामाक पुरस्कार स्वीकार करका ही विनंती.
You guys have had it. My sister is smiling, as usual. Lovely, lovely Geeta, Nadkarni, Yanamidi, Vivek Bhaya, Pradeep. Before I start, I want to begin my presentation with a fragment from the Shiva Manasa Puja of Adi Shankaracharya. Yad yad karma karomi tadakhilam shambho tavaradhanam karacharana kutam va kayajam karmajam va shravananayana va manasam va paradham vihitam vihitam va sarvame tat kshamasva jaya jaya karunabde Shri Mahadev Shambho Shri Mahadev Shambho Shri Mahadev Shambho. So with that humble prayer, I shall absolutely be, I'm extremely grateful to the Canara Saraswat for this honor. And this particular venue has triggered such a tumult of memories in me. I studied here, when I was almost 3 years old. And of course, I've heard Pandit Ratanjankar 60th function here as a little kid. And of course, I was, as Comrade Ma'am so kindly referred, I was born in Grant Road, went to several schools here, and heaven forbid, I got used to being hoisted onto the stage very early in my life for acceptance of prizes. So as pleased as they were then at my performance, my dear parents, Shashikala and Chandrasekhar Nadkarni, would have been extremely happy to participate in my joy today. Of course, not to forget my maternal grandfather, Vambatkere Ganesh Sundar Rao, and my paternal grandmother, Annamma, also known as Anusuya Anant Nadkarni. Now here, I would like to take the liberty of adding the kind of excellence that was around me when I was growing up. My great-grandfather was the pioneer of pedagogy in Karnataka. We had a publishing firm called V. Lakshman Rao and Sons in Udupi. And all of Karnataka has learned Kannada thanks to the efforts of my great-grandfather, Lakshman Rao Vambatkere. If you look at the life autobiography of the great painter K.K. Habbar, the first plate in that shows him painting my grandfather from life in 1939. And that portrait is like, it's a national treasure, and we have it in our family. On the paternal side, he also was very kind enough to say there was a lot of music and culture. And I must say that my other great-grandfather was an Astana Vidwan of music. He was Nirodi Kitana, as he was called, or Satar Kutana, because he was a master of all the instruments. And Abdul Karim Khan Sahab used to come and stay with him. And he had a great standing in the community. And he was known as a great pedagogue also. To their sacred memories, I would like to dedicate this honor to. And of course, my dear departed wife, Dr. Vimla Nadkarni, who passed away just about a year ago. Now, it would be amiss if I did not say how absolutely monumental was her work on an international level. In addition to the kind of work she did with hospitals, with patients, with delinquents, and as a trained and an award-winning social worker, she was also the founding dean of the School of Social Work at the Tata Institute of Social Sciences. And for all that, she was also the first Indian to head the International Association of Schools of Social Work. And she is a recipient of many, many honors. But what was extremely, absolutely gratifying was the almost total silence that she maintained. In all the charity and all the upliftment she did, she spoke so little. And it was only on the day of the commemoration after her death that her own family, from the mother's side, came to know of the sheer scale and the number of lives that she had touched. And of course, on a more delightful note, there were people who suffered greatly during partition, but like the most immigrants who came, they refused to beg, they refused to remain down. And her father was a pioneer, gold medal winning engineer from VJTI, was a pioneer of ice cream in India. He set up Joy Ice Cream after his retirement as a director of a German firm. So Joy Ice Cream, which was also very popular. And if it has declined, it is thanks not to anybody from his family, but his, shall I say, black sheep nephew, who grabbed the company when the family was in mourning. And of course, he could not make a go of it. He even gave white fields to Satya Sai Baba for trying to get, getting divine help. But it doesn't work like that, because there is a beautiful mantra that most of us have imbibed from our life experience. And it is that sleeping lions do not catch antelopes. And it is, nahi suptasya simvasya pravashanti mukhe mruga udyamena hi siddhyanti karyani nacha manorate. It is not by mental castles, it is by action. And that is why I found, I must appreciate your fantastic oration. And I must add that every Sunday, I do a little bit of Nirupan on a live webcast on YouTube on the Bhagavad Gita. And one of the shlokas that is one of my favorites in that is the one that you cited, the action here and now, and not the fruits really. It would be amiss if I did not evoke my solace and the mango of my eye. I say that with apologies to the apple, both of Eve and Steve Jobs, my Ambika. She's in America at Stanford University as a bright spark scientist, award-winning scientist. Ambika Saraswati Shri Sharada Vishwa Mohini. That's her given name. The world enchantress who reigns over the regions of Saraswati and Sharada in the ancestral lands of both her mother's and father's people. That reminds me of the wonderfully supportive network of extended families and friends that have enabled me to do this. You can't do this all alone. It is all with friendship and bonds that we are able to do great things. To them, I remain eternally grateful, and to a certain old lady of Buribandar for sheltering a mischievous scribe. Thank you.
विठ्ठल माम तुगल कार्य पळयलेरी सकारात्मक ऊर्ज मेळटा. शिक्षण, साहित्य, संगीत, पत्रकारिता अशी अनेक क्षेत्रांतू तुवें लक्षणीय कार्य केल्या आणि करतस. तुगल्या बहुआयामी व्यक्तिमत्वाक आमगेली मानाचा मुजरा. आणि तुगले हस्ते विविध क्षेत्रांतू भरीव कार्य जावो ही सदिच्छा. दादासाहेब फाल्के अकॅडमी पुरस्कार पडुकोणाक मेळ्ळा म्हणा फुडें आमकां गुरदर्जो दिपिका म्हूण दिसूं पुरो. आजी दादासाहेब फाल्के अकॅडमी पुरस्कारीत अनेक पडुकोण हांगासर. श्री चैतन्य देविदास पडुकोण, ज्येष्ठ सिने पत्रकार. चैतन्य पडुकोण मामू एक वाचक प्रिय दिग्गज सिने पत्रकार म्हळ्यार फिल्म जर्नलिस्ट म्हणून आमकां सर्वांक सुपरिचित जावन आसा. सिने पत्रकारितेंत तागेल्या लक्षणीय योगदाना खातीर तो आत्त थंय अनेक प्रतिष्ठित पुरस्कारांनी सन्मानित जाला आणि ताका हे पुरस्कार सिने सृष्टींतल्या दिग्गजान प्रदान केल्या. चैतन्य मामू सिने पत्रकार म्हणून मात्र नाही, संकलन आणि लेखक म्हणून सुप्रसिद्ध अस. 2 ऑक्टोबर 2022 ह्या दिसू गांधी जयंतीच्या निमित्ताने तक्का KCF फाउंडेशनाने सुरू केलेल्या महात्मा गांधी रत्न 2022 या पुरस्काराने सन्मानित केले. हा पुरस्कार वितरण समारंभ मुंबईतल्या मेयर्स हॉल ऑडिटोरियमांतू संपन्न झालो. हो गांधीजींगल्या स्मृतींतू दिवचो वार्षिक पुरस्कार. विविध क्षेत्रांतू लक्षणीय योगदान दिलेल्या सुप्रसिद्ध ज्येष्ठ मान्यवरांक दितात. ताचे काक 16 मे 2022 ह्या दिवसू चैतन्य मामू तागल्या सिने पत्रकारितेंतल्या नैपुण्य समर्पित कार्या खातीर जावन सिनेमा आज तक अचीवर्स अवॉर्ड 2022 ह्या पुरस्काराने सन्मानित झालो. सिनेमा, दूरदर्शन आणि संगीत क्षेत्रांतले 27 चड कलाकार ह्या प्रसंगाचेरी सन्मानित झालेले. तांतू आंतरराष्ट्रीय गायक कलाकार लेस्ली लुईस आणि काव्या जोन्स हँगोले समावेश आशिल्लो. प्रेस्टिजियस पॉवर ब्रँड्स अवॉर्ड्स 2022 ताजो आदरणीय ज्युरी सभासद म्हणून कार्य केले खातीर कॉर्पोरेट क्षेत्रांतलो व्यासंगी डॉक्टर अरिंदम चौधरी हांणे स्मृती चषक दिवन हॉटेल सहारा स्टारांतू चैतन्य मामागले सत्कार केलो. बोमन इराणी, विकी कौशल, कीर्ती शेनॉन हांचे असले ख्यातनाम लोक ह्या पुरस्कारांचे मानकरी आशिल्ले. 2012 सालांतू सिनेमा सृष्टीने प्रेस्टिजियस बोनाफाईड दादासाहेब फाल्के अकॅडमी अवॉर्ड दिवन चैतन्य मामाक अलंकृत केले. सगळे भारतांतू एकच सिने पत्रकारक हो पुरस्कार दितात आणि तो पुरस्कार तक मेळ्ळा. सुपरस्टार अमिताभ बच्चन हागले हस्ते KA अब्बास मेमोरियल गोल्ड मेडल फॉर फिल्म जर्नलिझम सुद्धा चैतन्य मामाक मेळ्ळ्या. अनेक म्हळ्यार चैतन्य मामू हो एकमेव सिने पत्रकार कोणाक 2 सुपरस्टारांनी गौरव केल्या. एक चिक्के पहिले सांगेल अमिताभ बच्चन आणि दुसरो राजेश खन्ना. चैतन्य मामाक माहिती आणि प्रसारण मंत्रालयाने सेन्सर बोर्डारी नियुक्त केले. ताने मस्त भाषेंतले सिनेमाचे सेन्सरिंग केले. हातू कोंकणीचो समावेश आसा. चैतन्य मामू एक अनुभवी सिने पत्रकारू, संगीत जाणकारू आणि भूतपूर्व CBFC सेन्सर बोर्ड एडवायझरी पॅनल मेंबर मात्र नाही तरी लेखक सुद्धा असं R.D. बर्मन हे सुप्रसिद्ध संगीतकार R.D. बर्मना गल्या जीवनाचं आणि अनुभवाचं वृत्तांत सांगतल पुस्तक तान्ने बरयल्या आणि R.D. बर्मना गल्या उत्साही चाहत्यांनी ह्या पुस्तकाचे उत्स्फूर्त स्वागत केले. अधिकतम राष्ट्रीय पुरस्कार मेळ्ळलो म्हणून चैतन्य मामागल नाव लिम्का बुक ऑफ रेकॉर्ड्सांतू असं. चैतन्य मामाक पुरस्कार घेवंक म्हणून विनंती.
Hello. Honorable dignitaries on the dais, office bearers of Canara Saraswat Association, and honorable dignitaries in the audience, and the distinguished awardees who were just honored, and everyone who has been, felicitated today. Late good evening to all of you, and I'll speak a few sentences in Konkani as per the protocol, but then you'll have to excuse me like some of the others. I'll switch over to English, like as they say, you walk English, you talk English, you sleep English. So we are used to that thought process. आज KSA ने तांगल्ले 111 वर्धापन दिनांक मंगल गौरव इतले मान्यवर दिग्गजा संगाती केला हो मुगलो विनम्र बहुमानच अशें हांव मानता. हो जो गौरव मुगल केला ताजे खातीर हांव KSA शतशा ऋणी आसा आनी कृतज्ञ आसा. I have won a lot of awards, more than I think 72 odd, I think till now, since the last over 35 years. I think I'll be completing 40 years very soon in journalism, film journalism. And I humbly dedicate this Canara Saraswat prestigious award, association award, to my parents, late, who are no longer in this world, Devidas Padukone and Kamla Padukone. It is with their blessings, their unconditional support and motivation all the time, and the unconditional love, I am where I am today. It is all because of their blessings. So I dedicate this award to their fond memory. Thank you. Also, on this occasion, I wish to publicly acknowledge the constant, consistent
solid support of my wife, Shweta Padukone. Yeah, she's here in the audience. Both of us share a very passionate love for cinema and retro old music, and she has been a constant pillar of support all through. Like you have a Hindi film titled Main Hoon Na, so she has been the Main Hoon Na in my life. And so I am indebted to her support and the sacrifices she has made since the last 3 decades plus, always being there. Like I used to attend late night events or go for location events, and she's always been there as an encouraging pillar and an emotional anchor. So I thank Shweta on this occasion. Also, I would like to thank my daughter Malvika. She's a tech-savvy guru for me, and she's helped me a lot in the last few years when I was bringing out my book, which I authored. And whenever I need any tech-savvy guidance, I always resort to her, and she's always been very cooperative. Now, coming to this special honor, I would want to share something very interesting to everyone here. This is KSA's Foundation Day, but for me, I began my foundation with KSA, one of the foundations, literally, the construction ka foundation, but here it was in a literary form. I began my journalistic career with Prakash Padukone's cover story interview. This is Canara Saraswat magazine dated April 1980, when he won the All England Championship award. The moment he landed in Bombay, I landed at his place. I woke him up early morning, and he was very pleasant. As everyone knows, he's a thorough gentleman, very polite. So I did the cover story of Prakash, and he was amazed at my knowledge of badminton, because I play badminton only for exercise, not in any competition. So he was amazed, and the KSA editorial committee was not very sure whether I would be able to manage to do an interview with the world champion. So they said, you do it. If it is okay, we'll publish it. If it is not, consider that as your, one of your journalistic exercise, as a case study. So I was very adamant. I said, nothing doing. I, was hell-bent that I have to ensure that my interview goes. And I put my best foot forward, and I put my best strokes. And this is the interview which has come. And Prakash complimented me. He said, this is one of the best interviews which have come. And subsequently, I got a lot of offers to become a sports journalist. After this interview came, because a lot of sports journalists were very impressed with this. It's about 3-4 pages. And I've written a poem also on Prakash. What is very interesting is, like, as they say in filmy jargon, kahani mein twist. So I got hijacked into entertainment. So sports journalism, I realized was not my cup of tea. I had some other mug of coffee waiting for me, and later it changed into a glass of wine. Because in film industry, 80% of the events have cocktails.
Like a true journalist.
So what I wish to share with this, YouTube medium, and with, the young generation of today, is you must dare to dream and never give up. I'll give you a couple of instances of my life. When as a kid, I stayed very close by here, and there was this twin theaters called Ganga Jamna. And every time there used to be a premiere of some big blockbuster movie, like I remember there was a movie called Dushman, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. So I remember at the time of Dushman, Rajesh Khanna, the superstar, phenomenal superstar. He got down from his, expensive car. He stood there and he waved out to everyone. Now we were all school kids. We wanted to go closer to him, but the cops and the production guys spoke a little, sternly and said, "अरे stars के नजदीक जाने के लिए आप में वो हैसियत होनी चाहिए, आप में वो काबिलियत और रुतबा और एक औकात होनी चाहिए." So they just made a general statement कि हर कोई स्टार के पास नहीं जा सकते हैं, इसलिए उनको स्टार कहते हैं. So I remember when I first wrote my article, I said I first started with Doordarshan, looking at the stars, and then in filmy jargon, the Doordarshan became a close-up. When I became a film journalist. Now, a time when I dared to dream, what if sometime in future I become close to Rajesh Khanna and I get to know him, and I worked that way. I made my dream. I made my dream come true. I made it materialize. Some decades later, I got to know Rajesh Khanna. I became very friendly with him, in spite of all his temperamental attitude and his eccentricities, whatever. It will be interesting for viewers who are watching this and the audience to know that Rajesh Khanna he became so fond of me that we would sit together. He would call me for his private parties, and there was a time when I didn't have my own car. So Rajesh Khanna felt so bad at some party. He said, no, don't go in a cab. I will drop you in my own car. So Rajesh Khanna was sitting next to his chauffeur, his driver. His secretary was sitting behind. I was sitting behind Rajesh Khanna. And I was like wondering, I was pinching myself. And the best part is his car came near Ganga Jamuna to take a U-turn. And I was in a flashback. And I told him, we used to call him Kakaji. Kakaji, आपको पता है मैं जब भी स्कूल में पढ़ता था आपको मैंने इसी थिएटर के बाहर वेव आउट करते देखा था और people were not being allowed to come closer to you, and today you are dropping me. This is incredible, it's very difficult to digest. So then in his style he said, अरे कौन कमबक कहता है कि मुझे पर आपकी बातों पर यकीन नहीं करेगा, उनको बोलना they should call you and give the mobile phones were there. Mobile मुझे दे दो, मैं उनको बता दूंगा, फिकर मत करो रे. It was his typical style, रे बोलने every time. So so that was the thing. And so I realized that, see, the dream that I had, it came true. Again with Amitabh Bachchan, I saw him outside premieres waving out to people. And there came a time when Amitabh Bachchan honored me with a gold medal. He spoke about me for 10 minutes to the audience, and he called me to his bungalow for a Holi party, for the Holi festival party. And he called me quite a few times on my mobile as well as on my landline. So what I'm trying to say is, if you dare to dream, so you chase your dreams and success will follow. So this is the message I want to give people. Do not feel ki, people always say, ye nahi ho sakta. So what I want you to share with you the mantra, ki nahi ho sakta, just put the word kyun. Kyun nahi ho sakta? If you have it in you, you can make it happen. So I have a very easy mantra for the upcoming young generation, like how I have achieved in life. Like we have the word Wikipedia. So from that, I have excluded Wiki and I have just kept Pedia. Now from Pedia, I have given attribute, which should be inculcated and observed by the young generation. So in PDA, P stands for passion, E stands for excellence. Now, you need not always run after perfection. Aim for excellence, perfection will wait for you. So passion, excellence, diligence, I for initiative, and that will make you an achiever. So the word pedia from the wiki, pedia. So if you do this PEDIA, if you try, put this into practice, I'm sure so many of you will be able to realize your dreams. And even if maybe say 50 to 60 youngsters achieve their dreams, I'll feel my mission is fulfilled in terms of being an exemplary inspiration and icon. What I wish to share is why I was carried away with entertainment is I realized that everything is make-believe in entertainment. Because I used to go for shootings, recordings, dubbings, and I met all the legends, Raj Kapoor, Dilip Kumar, Devanand, Dharmender, everybody. And I realized the kind of hard work they have to put in and what we see on screen and the kind of team effort that goes in like to create what we see on screen, and how much of make believe, like you have an actor speaking to a heroine. Now at that moment the heroine is not there, they will probably have a duplicate or some dummy. The heroine is probably sitting in the vanity van or makeup room, but the actor is talking to her, and in the editing they join, and you see the final product on screen. So I realized the interesting aspect of it, which drew me into entertainment journalism, and it gave me a lot of insight into life because I interacted with all these legends and realized how down to earth and modest they were, and including music genius, music composer, singer R.D. Burman, about whose book I have written. I learned so much from all these legendary icons that it has made me a very rich person in terms of practical knowledge about what goes on, like what we say in Hindi, parde ke piche, the reality that goes on behind the screen. A small thing I would like to share with you, which Raj Kapoor, whom we call the original showman, what he told me. He said, I met him during the shooting of Ram Teri Ganga Maili. He was shooting at Shivaji Park. During the lunch break, he was just asking me, he said, do you know why lights are switched off when the movie is shown in theaters? Why is it that we have a dark auditorium when we watch movies? So he said, if you ask any youngster or a college going student, they will say, oh, we get privacy. The obvious kind of reason that they would give. Or if you ask somebody, the apparent reason, they would say that, okay, because, they want us to concentrate, or the contrast, the screen looks clear if it is dark. If the lights are on the screen, we would not be able to watch the projected image on screen. So all these reasons were given. But Raj Kapoor told me, one of the main reasons why lights are switched off in an auditorium is because you get auto-hypnotized by the character on screen. Suddenly you start clapping, cheering when the villain is getting bashed up. You become emotionally passionate, involved. And he said, when you see a tragic scene, you start tears coming to your eyes. You want to cry. But when it is dark, you will not be bothered, what will my neighbor think or what will those people think if I'm crying. You will be able to react. You'll be able to scream, laugh, sing, in chorus without being conscious that people are watching me. So he said one of the main reasons is people should be able to react to what they're watching without being conscious. So that is the magic of cinema. So he explained to me that when I started my career. So getting this gyan from a showman was one of the reasons that got me very deeply involved in the whole world of cinema. Then of course I met all the other legends as well, but this was one thing that he shared this with me, and I have written this in my book R.D. Banmania also. So I think I've shared quite a lot of interesting trivia or information with all of you. So again, before I end, I just want to say to the younger generation that always ensure that you are able to fulfill your dreams. Do not give up, because in life you should always remember that you should have the bounce back facility, ability. In case you slip, if you make a mistake, no problem, but continue to go ahead. And remember this: do not let success go to your head, and do not let failure affect your heart. If you keep this mantra, you will always be balanced, and you will be able to achieve great heights in life. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much.
चैतन्य माम तुगल्या लक्षणीय कार्याक आमगेले विनम्र अभिवादन. तुका अशीची पुरस्कार मेळ्ळू, तुगल नाव गिनीज बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रेकॉर्ड्सान तू येवंका ही सदिच्छा.
Sorry to have barged in. Thanks, Mahesh. I just wanted 2 minutes. My name is Jairam Khambatkon. I was on the managing committee from 2016 to 2021. I was the immediate past chairman prior to Mahesh. Chaitan just now mentioned, if you dream big, you can always achieve it. Let me go back about 4 years ago. He had given a dream for KSA. Chaitan had given a dream for KSA. He will not remember what it is, but I'll tell you what it is. Sometime in May 2018, Amit Masurkar was being honored for his film Newton. Yeah, and Shyam Benegal was the chief guest for this particular function. And Chaitan himself was a moderator for this discussion. It was a packed hall, and photography was being done. There was no video. At the end of the program, it was lovely function. And at the end of the program, he just caught me here. Jairamam, I want to talk to you for 2 minutes. I said, what is it? See, you are having this photography, and there is not much of a publicity, except that what comes in the papers, in the magazine, is what people read. I would suggest that why don't you do the video shooting and put it on the YouTube? Then that will give a lot of publicity. That is the dream which he had given to KSA in 2018 May. But to tell you frankly, I even mentioned that we didn't have any capability. We didn't even know what YouTube and ABC of YouTube, how we post it on the YouTube, and nothing was known to us. But thinking over for quite some time, we got a new team sometime in September or October 2018, and some of them were really capable. Vandan, you were there at that time. We had a team, and some of them were really capable of thinking new, especially on technology front.
Rajan Kalyanpur is sitting behind us. He is one person who is doing this job today. And this program is being live streamed even today. Okay. It is a dream which was Chaitan Padukone has given to us, and we have achieved it. KSA has achieved it. And, I think this we started, may not be right in 2018, but started sometime in 2019 or 2020. Since then, each and every program is being televised, or rather, what you call video shooting, and then now put it on the YouTube. Live streaming may not be every program, but many of the programs are being live streamed now. I think last 4 or 5 programs are always live streamed. Am I right, Rajan? Yeah. Okay. I thought, since you mentioned about dream, if you dream, then you can always achieve it. I thought I'll just go back about 4 years ago and mention what has happened at that time. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mahesh, for time. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Jairama. I had forgotten about it because by nature, I have given dozens of suggestions to so many people in life. Some of them revert back to me. Thank you for your suggestion. And, things have become better. But most people, they implement it, but they forget who had told them. So I fully appreciate from the bottom of my heart that you acknowledged it, because acknowledging is the biggest gesture. People forget. Well, I really appreciate your memory, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
One sentence. Actually, personally, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed not for in a competitive thing. This is actually age speaking. Our age. What we are talking about, live streaming, about the use of the mobile and all that. I work for a media gorilla, and I can bet you we have made billions of rupees in advertising and promotion. But what you talked about acknowledgement, one of the tenets that journalists like me, old school journalists, is that we eliminate our identity. When we write the editorials, advising the government, thundering at them, byline has to be earned by value. It's not a cut and paste operation. And live streaming, I mean, give me a break. It is so awash today, the world. Content is still king. And for that, you need integrity. This comes back to values. And I think this is what my friend from the Air Force was talking about, of our community. And I celebrate that. If you see a Bhanap, 92%, I'll say, because you cannot be sure about 100. The character of this integrity, that quality of kindliness. Just 2 days ago, Samir Jain was talking at the Times hoopla in Delhi with Amit Shah in chair. He was talking about kids being aggressive and himsa being natural. I've sent him a mail saying that I disagree completely. It is not survival of the fittest. Mankind has survived because survival of the kindliest. This is not a maudlin proposition. This is an evolutionary biological truth. Humanity survives because it is not possible to invent the phone alone. It is together. Ek akela thak jayega. Naya daur, isn't it? Dilip Kumar. Yeah. साथी हाथ बटाना, एक अकेला थक जाएगा, मिलकर बोझ उठाना. Thank you.
महेश मामाक विनंती की उपस्थितांक संबोधित करकाज.
Thank you, Hemant. And a big thank you to all the recipients and the members who have come here, gathered in such a large number. First of all, I would like to apologize on behalf of Mr. Praveen Kadle and Kishore Masurkar, who are the president and vice president. Both had to leave, they are out of town, so they have requested me to send in their apologies for not attending today's function. The next is, I would briefly like to point out on few points which we had discussed just now. एक point सुधीर कोपीकर मामान हाडलेला की KSA 1911 तू स्थापन जाल्ली पण ताचे एक 4-5 वर्स पहिले ग्राउंड वर्क जाल्ले आसतले म्हणून. But for I don't know whether everyone is aware that KSA जे मूळ जे आसा that was established in 1874. In 1874 actual काय जाल्ले की कॅनरा अंतानु जे लोक येताले because Canaras did not have a high school. So the first batch came to Ratnagiri and subsequently after finishing the schooling they came to Bombay. And त्यावेळा शामराव विठ्ठल कायकिणी घर, he was one of the first migrant. After him चंदावरकर आयिल्लो and he had a house in Girgaon, Grant Road area. So तागल घरा लागी त्यावेळारी कॅनरा क्लब म्हणून सुरू केल्ले in Kandewadi where शामराव विठ्ठल कायकिणी used to stay. So तागल he didn't have any kids पण तागल बायल सगळ्यांक रांदप करून वाडताली, सगळे यंगस्टर्स खंय खंय कामाक आनी वताले, कॉलेजाक शिक्षण करूंक आयिल्ले. So that was how the entire thing came up and they formed this Canara club in 1874. Subsequently they tagal bailen watsana pude, I think she passed away in 1877. Tananta they had some problems and they had to shift to different places. So Mukbatlen and Rosul. And Makiri finally in 1892 that Canara club closed down. But then that never say die attitude just again Shamra Vittal Kaikini revived a small group and in 1896 the first census of the community of people staying in Bombay, so Chitrapur tevada tak Panchang mun naw dilla. So in 1896 this was set up. That club was called Saraswat Club. So that it must have been in 1894 or something, and 1896 the first census was published of the community. And Tadnantar Friends Social Club म्हणून जाऊन Canara Saraswat Association came into picture in 1911. So the वाटचाळ जी आसा it starts off from 1874. The other thing is the community has been on the forefront in many areas. We have been the pioneers, not only in the cooperative movement, like we are aware of the cooperative movement, but Canara Saraswat Association has had taken up many such roles and responsibilities. Like for example, पहिले काळांतू लग्न म्हणजे 5-5 दिवसाचे आसताले, and that was a very costly thing for the girls' parents, my bride's parent, okay, munja khatir. So in 1932, KSA president wrote to Anandashram Swamiji seeking a curtailment of ceremony che kaleta koru jatal vam. So then Anandashram Swamiji gave a diktat. He gave a list of ceremonies which can be performed mandatorily khanchi korka ani ek divsant korche sarke kallas. And when this hall was constructed, the condition of giving this hall on rent for trade ceremony and marriage was the ceremony should be only over in one day. Ek divsa ke chad ami dinati hall. So that was the condition which was stipulated, and the first donation for the construction of the building and the hall was given by Anandashram Swamiji with this condition. So itle mari thinking itle further thinking, I don't think itle vision kanche winged a community into this unishna. Census is only from our community and that too undertaken by KSA. At Poiri, this month itself, All India Saraswat Cultural Organization annual Tangila meet Golden Jubilee. And Saraswat Bank Chairman Gautam Thakur, he mentioned about this ki Saraswat total, all kind of Saraswat, they should have a census And from the census, we should know ki amge economic condition colors of the community. How many are well-to-do? How many need some help? So in KSA also now we are the next census yet to us, but every year we have been giving distress relief, medical relief. But the thought came up ki हम monitoring so them every year korka. So apart from only giving aid, they monitor how they can come out from this aid and they can be self-sustaining. त्या एक korka म्हणून एक मना असं. So lastly, I would just mention that on this occasion, on the 100, like cricket and to century zaina put new guard getati. I think it's time that we take a new guard and we change. We have some ideals set up, and I think we should target in the next by at least in the next 20 years, KSA should touch every Bhanap family in one way or the other, because today we have the population is in the range of 25-30,000, but we have hardly 4,000 members. So I think we should take this as a task on ourselves, the managing committee and all the members who are present here, that every family should be aware of KSA and every family should be touched by KSA at some point of the other. Thank you.
धन्यवाद महेश. आजी हांग राबोनू जे हांव उरलेलो हांतू उदय मामा गेले मस्त योगदान. मराठीन तू सिंहाचा वाटा म्हणतात तशी. बहुतेक सगळ्यात तान्नेच बरोवन दिलेले आहे. तांतू थोड्यांची हा मगल भरीव घाली. खारीचा वाटा. धन्यवाद उदय माम. आता KSAच्या कार्यकारिणीची सदस्य श्रीमती अश्विनी प्रशांत आमगेल्या सर्वांगल्या वतीने आयच्या कार्यक्रमाच्या यशाक संबंधित पावलल्यांगल्या प्रति कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करतली.
Thank you, Hemant. It is indeed my proud privilege here to give the vote of thanks on behalf of KSA on its 111th Foundation Day. We are extremely grateful to all our dignitaries for having given us this opportunity to felicitate them today. Thank you so much, Group Captain Jitendra Masurkar Ma'am, for your tremendous service to the nation. Vittal C. Nadkarni Ma'am, for your excellence in print journalism. Chaitanya Podukone Ma'am, for your contribution to film-based journalism. By the way, I'm very crazy about films, so I look forward to that. And of course, the Konkani Charitable Fund for its philanthropic work. I'm sure that the speeches you have given today have been inspiring and will help all of us, especially the younger generation. Hearty congratulations to our Sportsperson of the Year, Yogesh Padukone Ma'am. I look forward to your son also getting this award one day. I've been told that he's also into badminton. Congratulations also to the winners of the Konkani articles, Sharmada Shukla Pachi, Sudhir Kopikar Ma'am, and Rekha Rao Pachi, as well as to the winners of the Kiddies Corner.
I only feel sad that we couldn't see many of the kids here, but I'm very happy to see that there were their uncles, aunts, and grandparents who came and collected the award. Next Foundation Day, I hope to see the kids also. Thanks to Vandan Ma'am for your support, for giving